There are moments in life when it feels like everyone else is moving forward except you. People are announcing milestones, promotions, engagements, new homes, new ventures, and you're still trying to stabilize, still trying to make the numbers work, still trying to quiet the noise in your head at night, still trying to build something that hasn't fully shown itself yet. And somewhere inside, there's a quiet question that keeps returning. Am I falling behind? If you've been carrying that thought lately, this isn't about motivation. It's about perspective. And perspective changes how you breathe. There are seasons where effort feels invisible. You wake up. You do what you can. You carry responsibility. You adjust your plans. You think about the future more than you talk about it. From the outside, nothing dramatic is happening. But inside, there is constant calculation, constant evaluation, constant quiet pressure. When you compare your present to someone else's highlight, the mind fills in gaps with assumptions. They're ahead. They figured it out. They moved faster. But comparison rarely includes context. You see the outcome. You do not see the weight they carried. You do not see the timing. You do not see the support systems. You do not see the private struggles that shaped their pace. And most importantly, you don't see the timeline that was uniquely yours. Falling behind implies that life is a synchronized race, that there is a universal schedule everyone is supposed to follow. Graduate at this age, earn this amount by this year, own this by this milestone. But life has never operated on a universal script. Circumstances change pacing. Responsibility changes pacing. Family obligations change pacing. Financial instability changes pacing. Mental health changes pacing. The weight you carry directly affects your speed. And carrying weight does not mean you are failing. It means you are carrying weight. There is a difference between stagnation and refinement. Stagnation is disengagement. Refinement is adjustment. If you are still thinking about how to improve, you are not stagnant. If you are still planning, even quietly, you are not stagnant. If you are still showing up in small ways, you are not stagnant. You may be slow, but slow is not the same as stuck. Slow is often careful. Careful builds foundations that don't collapse under pressure. There is something humbling about seasons where you are not visibly advancing. You are forced to confront your motivations. Are you building for applause or for stability? Are you rushing for validation or constructing something sustainable? Speed can create momentum, but momentum without structure becomes chaos. Some people move quickly because they can afford to. Some move slowly because they must. Neither is morally superior, but slow builders often develop depth. Depth of thought, depth of resilience, depth of understanding. When things don't move quickly, you are given time to notice your own patterns, your fears, your triggers, your habits. You begin to understand what actually matters to you, not what impresses others. And that clarity is powerful. It may not show up in numbers yet, but it will show up in durability later. The fear that sits beneath falling behind is often fear of permanence. What if this is my ceiling? What if this is as far as I go? What if I never catch up? These questions feel heavy because they imagine a frozen future. But futures are rarely frozen. They are shaped by consistent decisions over time. One adjustment, one improvement, one learning moment, one refusal to quit. That does not feel dramatic, but over months and years it compounds. You are not behind if you are still learning. You are not behind if you are correcting. You are not behind if you are rebuilding. Rebuilding often looks like regression, but it is not regression. It is reinforcement. There are people who appear far ahead, but their foundation is thin. They built fast, but they did not build deep. When pressure comes, thin foundations crack, deep ones hold. The world rarely celebrates quiet reinforcement. But quiet reinforcement is what sustains progress. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is stabilize. Pay off debt slowly, strengthen discipline, improve habits, repair relationships, refine your craft. It may not look like acceleration, but it is preparation. Preparation is invisible to observers, but it is visible to you, and that matters. You are not racing strangers. You are building a life that must hold your responsibilities. If you are a provider, if you carry financial weight, if you think about your family's security at night, your timeline is not casual. It is calculated. And calculated movement is often slower, but more deliberate. You may not be chasing spectacle. You may be building safety. And safety does not require speed. It requires stability. There will always be someone younger who appears further. There will always be someone who moved faster. There will always be someone who seems more certain. But certainty is not always accuracy. And speed is not always wisdom. When you feel behind, pause the external comparison. Ask yourself instead, am I clearer than I was last year? Am I more disciplined than I was before? Am I handling pressure better? Am I thinking more long-term than I used to? If the answer to any of these is yes, you are not behind. You are maturing. Maturity is slower than excitement, but maturity lasts longer than hype. You do not need a dramatic breakthrough to validate your path. You need consistency, and consistency is rarely impressive. It is repetitive, quiet, predictable, and over time, powerful. There will be moments when doubt returns. It always does. You will scroll. You will see someone announcing something. You will feel that familiar tightening in your chest. Instead of fighting it aggressively, acknowledge it. Comparison is a human instinct, but do not let instinct become identity. You are not your timeline. You are not your current financial state. You are not your temporary season. Seasons change, but identity built through endurance stays. The person who learns to endure without collapsing develops emotional range. Emotional range allows you to hold uncertainty without panic, and that ability is rare. If tonight you feel behind, sit with the fact that you are still here, still thinking, still caring, still trying to build something more stable than what you have now. That is not apathy. That is not defeat. That is resilience in motion. You may not see dramatic results yet, but you are not absent from your own life. You are participating, and participation matters. Slowly built structures do not shake easily. Slowly formed discipline does not evaporate under stress. Slowly developed clarity does not disappear when conditions shift. You are not falling behind. You are building at the pace your life currently requires. And that pace is not wrong. It is responsive. If you continue responding, not reacting, your direction will sharpen. And direction over time always outperforms speed. If you've been feeling like you're late, like everyone else is further, like you missed your window, Take a breath. You are not racing the world. You are building something that needs to hold your real life. And real life moves at different speeds. Stay steady, not rushed, not panicked, steady. Because steady, over time, builds more than speed ever could. If you're listening to this and you've felt this weight too, you aren't alone. Sometimes just naming the feeling is the first step toward peace.